Welcome back to the channel, good friends. Brian from Apex Detail. Highly requested to take a look at some of the new products released from Turtle Wax on their Hybrid Solutions line. So I was excited to grab the first product here, and it is the Graphene Acrylic Tire Shine and Spray Coating. And since we're finishing up on this Tesla here, everything is protected on it, so why not dress and protect the tires as well? So I'm going to change things up a little bit and start with application, and we'll get to prep a little bit later on. We'll take a brand new tire applicator and prime it and massage some of the product into the pad, load it up once again, and I'll show you just how much will entirely and completely cover and protect a whole tire. So as you can see, this is a viscous graphene colored product coming out of the bottle. The rich formula includes synthetic polymers, graphene and acrylic polymers. This will help to keep the tire from browning, and the unique formula also produces an amazing sling-free shine and will protect your tires from UVA, UVB, and contaminants. And it does claim to be able to protect the tire for months. I've tried a ton of tire coatings, and to me that would be impressive, especially in my area. I don't know about you guys. Let me know down in the comments section how long you're getting out of some of these coatings. Art to Shine has one, Optimum. There are many out there, DuraCoat now, technologies. Let me know what you use and the time frame of durability and protection you're getting out of them, and how easy it is to clean once you finally do so. Application is easy. Just what I put on the pad was enough to coat the tire. It's looking nice and even. I dig the look that it's giving me right away here. You could stop at one layer if you're pressed for time. I would recommend 2 or 3 layers if you want to get the most out of it. So that's what we're going to do. When it comes to application, what I showed you and what the directions indicate is to thoroughly clean, we'll get to that later, and dry the tire. Shake well. Spray evenly onto the tire. I use an applicator. Allow the product to penetrate and cure and set. That takes 3 to 5 minutes. I wait the full 5 minutes. And as you can see here, it's dry to the touch after that 5 minutes. No transfer back onto my glove or even this towel here. No sling. I'm going to go ahead and give this tire a second coat, and if I was doing this to all 4, I would apply to all 4. By the time you're finished, it's perfect timing to go back and start with the second layer. A second or third layer not only increases durability, but will change the sheen and the darkness of the tire. Let me spray a little bit into this microfiber. It will stain towels. It has that typical graphene color to it. And with a fresh application, it's nice and even. I find it kind of self-levels. You don't have to go over it with the microfiber, but if you find yourself leaving some high spots or leaving it blotchy, just lightly drag a microfiber over the towel. So again, a 3 to 5 minute set time or cure time, and you'll be in good shape. Guys, even a second or a third layer, if you wait those 3 to 5 minutes, it will not transfer back onto the glove. It'll be dry to the touch. You won't be able to wipe it off with a microfiber, but most importantly, it will not sling back up onto the side of the car. Well, the shop manager's out, happy to be outside, and we're out here to show you preparation for the coating or the dressing. So we reached deep into the pile of tires and brought one out that was browning a little bit. It was definitely dirty, hasn't been cleaned for a while. And they recommend their Hyper Foam Wheel Cleaner and Tire Prep, and this is part of the new lineup as well. So I thought I would grab that for you and show you how that works. That is a foamer, and first we want to rinse off any loose grit or dirt, get as much off as possible before we even get the product on the tire. I'm going to spray that liberally on the tire, a nice thick layer of foam, and we're going to let it dwell. What I'm looking for after application is for that foam to start turning brown, as it would be working on its own, even without agitation, to start breaking down that muck on the sidewall of the tire. And if you give it a minute or so, leaving it on 30 seconds to a minute, 30 seconds minimum, is the way to go. But after 45 seconds here, you'll see that it's working on its own without any agitation at all. At this point, I'm going to grab my wheel brush, which is a rather stiff wheel brush, and go to town. Agitate it, rinse thoroughly. Just make your way around the tire, scrub like crazy, agitate, let that product get in there and start breaking down all that junk that's stuck on the sidewall of the tire. And then rinse thoroughly. Myself, I'm going to do this. I'm going to repeat this cycle as many times as it takes for that foam to stay white as I'm agitating. In other words, if I see it browning and it's still lifting the gunk off the side wall of the tire, I'm going to do another round and another round until that stops and it stays nice and bright and white. That way I make sure I can get the most out of my tire dressing and coating. After a few rounds, I have it laying next to a tire that was on the other side of the same car, and we've made a lot of progress. The prep is over. We're now ready for the application of the dressing slash coating. Before application, we'll just do one more round of the foam just to make sure. I was happy to do so. This vehicle, the tire was on a vehicle that goes through car washes and gets that tire shine every single time. So I knew there was a thick layer of junk on that tire that really doesn't get cleaned off, just added to every trip through the tunnel. So let's agitate again, rinse, and get to the application. Rinse thoroughly and make sure it's perfectly dry before applying the coating. Forced air, leaving it out in the sun, or a microfiber, whatever you want to do. It's squeaky clean and ready for the coating. Application exactly like I showed you on the Tesla. I'm just going to put one layer of the coating on here. Let it sit for a couple hours out in direct sunlight. It is rather cool out here today, but we'll see how it reacts when you spray it with a pressure washer. Gives it a nice, deep, rich look to it, and when it comes to water and contaminants, Well, we're just going to have to see. It would really prove nothing to beat it up with chemicals or multiple washes. The best thing to do is get it on the Tesla, all four tires. It's going to come back from maintenance as we have the thing protected, and we're going to look after it and we're going to clean it. And I will fill you in on the details as to how long it lasts. Again, I cannot get tire coatings to last very long in my environment here. Let me know down in the comments section what you would expect out of this, and we'll see if it holds up. When it comes to washing a tire that's been coated, I'll normally do that with just a regular car shampoo, no harsh cleaners to break down that coating. But as you can see, we have it laying next to the tire that was on the other side of the car. A huge difference even after washing, and hopefully it holds up. This is my experience. I'm sharing it with you. What you guys do with it is completely up to you. I'll put a link down below in case you want to look into it further. This has been Brian from Apex Detail. I appreciate you guys stopping in, and I'll catch you in the next video.